I'm purposely petty, baby. I don't care. I'm purposely petty, baby. I don't care.
Hey y'all, happy Thursday and welcome to Purposely Petty. I'm your host, creator, and all things synthetic wigs, Charmaine Williams. I hope y'all are having an amazing Thursday. I know you're probably like, "Ooh, you got a different little setup today, sis." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? New wig, new backdrop. I'm just all new. Get into it. But I'm super excited about today. I'm very passionate about our topic today. Super, super passionate about it. But first, y'all know I got to give y'all these announcements like I always do every single week, okay? Govern yourselves accordingly. Let me give y'all announcements. First and foremost, if you are not following me at alwayscharmaine.com, you need to go ahead and be doing that. Also on Instagram, come holler at me. Come holler at me. Let's have a good time together. I talk about all things fitness and health and mental health, all those things. Everything's going on in my life. You might see my nieces and nephews, my mom and daddy. I get real passionate about anything when it comes to church and spirituality, all those things. So come on over there on my social media side and let's have a good time. You can follow me at always Charmaine _ That's where I'm at. Next, I am also wanting to, if there's anybody that's listening, if you know somebody's going through a breakup or divorce, or if you're going through it yourself and you kind of need some support, I created the breakup toolkit as a resource, honestly, to be something that I needed also when I was going through my divorce. Sometimes people don't get it unless they've gone through it themselves. So I created the breakup toolkit. It's a breakup, separation, and divorce support group. So come on over there. You can find it on Facebook. It's a very safe space. You can express yourself, and there's folks from all different walks of life, whether they've been divorced 10 years, 5 years, a couple of months, a year. It's a whole lot of us over there that's been through different things. So if you need that support, then pull up on us, and we're going to love on you to help you get through that moment. Okay, so if you got a friend, y'all got something for everything. If you got a friend that's going to something, you like, girl, she's just been crying, I really don't know what to do to pick her up. Boom! You can go purchase the breakup toolkit on my website, www.alwayscharmaine.com. Now, I just call it a micro luxury self-care box where you can just love on yourself. There's affirmations inside of it, lots and lots of goodies, things that made me feel good when I was going through my divorce and separation. And so I'm just offering that to you. And right now they are 50% off. So you might want to pull up before the official launch because, baby, that price is going to go up. Okay. All right. I think I got one more announcement, and then I'm going to bring the Unapologetic Sisterhood up in this joint. Because, baby, they backstage and they ready. They ready to get into what we getting into. Where's it at? So, last Friday, my mother and I dropped our first that came off the screen real fast. Like Mother, Like Daughter, 7-day devotional. It's available now, alwayscharmaine.com as well. It's a lot of bonding activities in there. It's funny stuff in there. Me and my mom just, we just us. We list just country Southern bells that'll make you laugh, keep it hot like it is, give a little bit of Jesus in there, some prayers, some affirmations, all of that. Because mother and daughter relationships can be a little tricky. Me and my mom, we were a little tricky once I became a teenager. But my mom is like one of my best friends now. Like, sis, we get it now. Because, when I was growing up, I'd be like, Mom, just talk to me for real. And she'd be like, no, we're going to pray. We're going to read this over here. And I'm like, girl, no, I need to know how you dealt with this man. But then my mom has been with my daddy. She's been with my daddy for 44 years. So sure, I was like, who else you gonna talk about? But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So I'm getting ready to introduce. I'm gonna call them my big sisters and cousins over there on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? The Unapologetic Sisterhood. And look, not West Side. I see them. This is going to be funny. Y'all, I got to turn on my fan because I feel like I'm going to get hot with this light. But anyway, I'm going to introduce them before I do that. Okay, here we go. Boom! The Unapologetic Sisterhood was birthed with you in mind, sis. Amber, Rochelle, and ShaLonda Allen desire to see a community of women whole, healthy, and rooted in Christ. Unapologetically through sharing transparency in their walking lives so that you, sis, can see you are not alone and overcome anything you face with an unapologetic sisterhood beside you. Baby, I just had to read. Okay, I had to read that. Amber Rochelle has a powerful testimony in beating the odds as a determined teen mom. She's a transparent public speaker and event brand manager, Virtuous Business Management, LLC. And she also has a nonprofit organization, Queens Supporting Queens. Amber is the mother of 6 children. Somebody say 6. 6 children, and is continuing to break barriers and actively overcoming any obstacle the enemy throws at her or her queens. Now, ShaLonda Allen married with a blended family of 4. Somebody say blended family of 4. You got to have a special anointing to do that blended family, baby. I'm just letting you know. She shares her testimony about overcoming challenges of a single mother, overcoming the enemy's blows, and taking other women along on her journey to build a solid foundation with Christ. She has a nonprofit project 413 that was just launched with her husband, and a joint ministry venture with her husband called A to Z Christian Life. Together, the Unapologetic Sisterhood is a force to be reckoned with. These sisters are proof that together we have everything that we need. All right, without further ado, I need y'all to be clapping in the comments, so be sharing it on the East Coast and the West Coast. Give it up for Amber and ShaLonda from the Unapologetic Sisterhood.
Hi. I love it.
Yes. So,
Girl.
yeah,
We over here weak already.
Cracking up. I will say, I do want to tell you, I did enjoy the mother-daughter pajama party. I was popping in and out because we had to go pick up my mother-in-law from the airport. But listen, I was like, why am I on this live for me?
y'all come to. Hey, look. Hey, Phoenix can host one. Hey, look.
Right.
The West Coast can host one.
It's coming.
We are going to host it. We're excited about it too because I believe we all need that, and we all need to build strong relationships with our mothers and have some good unapologetic conversations with our mamas. Period.
So how was everybody's day? Y'all have a good day? How you feeling? Everybody feeling good?
Girl, good. It was a good day. I mean, people was trying it today, but I mean, it was good.
I mean, they try every day.
They be trying it.
They be trying, but they don't be succeeding now.
Like, they wake up like, I'm going to try y'all. I'm going to wake up and try somebody. That's what I'm going to do. But I try back. So I try back. They try me.
I guarantee, I know that you trying. We know you try back.
Try back. Okay. That's a whole hashtag. Try back.
Try back.
Try back.
Come see me. I try back. Try me. I try back. I like that. Yeah. They be trying. That's right. They be trying.
They absolutely do. So first, could y'all let everybody know what unapologetic? I know I read a little bit about it in the bio, but what really inspired you guys to join forces together and be like, I don't care, I'm unapologetic. This is my sister. Boom, boom, boom. How did you get to that moment where you just like, yeah, we got to bring this all together?
Want to start?
You start.
Okay. So we just got done even talking about this even now. So the Unapologetic Sisterhood, ShaLonda and I were friends before this was birthed. We knew we had to do something together. We were doing things together, but we didn't know what it was until this thing it took off before it took off. I mean, ShaLonda and I currently we're going through things where we have to be unapologetic about our sisterhood. Period. There are certain things that you are going to experience in your walk, in your marriage, as being a mother, being a businesswoman, that you need a friend, a sister that's going to be unapologetic with you. That's, hey sis, I'm going to pray for you. It ain't right. I'm going to pray for you and I love you. Because there's so many relationships where we can't have certain conversations with certain friends. We can't ask for prayer in certain areas from certain friends, but we wanted to create a safe space for women to come and talk and have these unapologetic conversations where, we can be unapologetic about it. Hey, I don't know how you might feel about this, but I know you're going to love me through it. Right. I know you're going to pray me through it. And you might even cuss me out, but I know you love me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So,
but the truth is that even in creating this is because our personalities are very, very, very similar in a lot of ways. And so the way that we handle things, the way we do things. So you better believe our relationship had even been tried, even before it began. So, man, when she talked about having to have some friends that you can go to about some unapologetic things. Yeah. I mean, some stuff is too messy. Some people can't even handle half of the stuff you carry. Right. Some people aren't even willing to keep something you tell them confident without everyone else knowing your business. You know, if I would have wanted the world to know, I would have went to the world. Right. But you need to have a safe place, a transparent place where women ain't faking the funk to be able to, release whatever it is that we're carrying. So that's us. And
since we all live in real life, unapologetically, and we love God too. That part first. Just because we love God doesn't mean that we aren't dealing with a lot of the same mess that everybody else is dealing with. We just know that we have a Redeemer that's going to help us through it.
Exactly. How do this is my question too, because I'm very, very passionate about friendships and relationships. And having that vulnerability in a space where there's a no shame zone, like you don't have to be ashamed about anything around me. Because I'm I'm pretty sure I could tell you a story to make that feel like a piece of cake because I was out here, doing the most. You know what I'm saying? But how do you, cultivate I won't say an experience or a culture, but a space to where people feel like, okay, I can totally be myself. Nobody is going to judge me. Like, how do y'all do that with other women, especially with your businesses, your nonprofits? Like, how do you create that experience for people who come in contact with you?
Transparency.
I was going to say transparency. It's being transparent. Sis, there's nothing you can tell me that I probably haven't gone through or that I'm going to experience in my lifetime. With our nonprofits, we're all about giving back because we once needed. And even with our business ventures, we understand that there's a business side to all of this. There's a business side to even your faith. There's a business side to that thing. So being transparent and letting women know you are no different than me and I am no different than you. At the end of the day, it's the truth. I'm going to let you know that I'm here for you. I got you. I hope you have me. And if you don't, by the end of this conversation, you might. Okay. Yeah. So being transparent and just really being able to hold space for somebody. You really have to be able to unapologetically hold space. Like, sis, I got you. Yeah. I know some things might go down in this relationship we're going to have for these years to come, but I got you. I got you. And we have to be that. And that's exactly what the Unapologetic Sisterhood is. We are that.
It sounds like, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, it just sounds like you guys really prioritize vulnerability, because I feel like we can be transparent, but to be actually vulnerable in what we're feeling, like, girl, I really feel like I want to drive off a cliff today.
Yeah.
Or I feel like I want to beat somebody up today. I don't want to get out of bed half the time. Mm-hmm. Or I've been in the bed for a month and the only thing I really can do is go to work and come back home and get in the bed. Yeah. I think for me, I have found the most peace and the most joy in those moments where I can be totally vulnerable with a woman and I don't feel like she can be like, oh, bless your heart.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Like, don't patronize me while I'm already feeling the way I'm feeling. So I think it's so beautiful that you guys are cultivating that space for women and for each other, that you can be totally vulnerable with each other, because it's like sometimes it's just non-existent in friendship. And even if you're really close with the girl, like y'all have been friends for years, you still like have those apprehensions of I can really be vulnerable with you or not. So.
Yeah, no, it's the truth.
Yeah,
it's the complete truth. And I think one of the things, especially, being in church, right? I mean, that's not always the main topic, but one of the things that have always drawn me to a ministry is the pastor's wife, right? Because if I know she's guarded and she's not even willing to take me on the journey that she's been on, the fact is that we got women sitting in these churches, we got women walking around us all day long acting like they never been through nothing. And quick to put their nose up at somebody else who's going through.
That part. Let's be real.
And quick to put your nose up at someone that's going through when, ma'am, but you were here and your stuff probably was worse than mine, though. That's what's so crazy about it, Mm-hmm. And so, and I remember, growing up, especially, growing up, Black folks, y'all keep y'all business to yourself. Don't be telling nobody your business.
Period.
Okay, don't be telling folks don't be showing folks how vulnerable or how weak you were. What you crying in front of them people for?
Yeah.
And it's like our testimony is what's going to break barriers. To be able to tell another woman, I know what it's like to be in a whole relationship with a man and find out that he have a whole family on the other side of town. Like, I get that, right? Or I get being in the bed for days and not feeling like I want to continue to go on and just almost want to just die.
And because of that, sis, I'm going to get in it with you. I'm going to pull up. What we watching Netflix today? Yeah. What we doing today?
What you need?
But I'm going to pull up. Oh, you messing with old dude? Girl, it's going to take a minute. It's going to hurt, but we're going to let that go.
Thank you.
But it's really about pulling up. We have been there. We have been there sometimes with our friends, sometimes with our family, and most times by ourselves, just us and Jesus. Right. So I refuse to have another sister go through something that I've been through, knowing that I have the tools and I can show her the way out of something. Right. For me to sit there and not unapologetically tell her, hey, sis, I done been through this too. Hey, sis, it's not going to feel good. This is going to be real ugly. But I'm going to get in it with you. Give me a rag.
Even if that's just listening and not even saying nothing.
Right.
I was talking to a girlfriend today and we were just talking about that. Like, wait, are we getting into it too? Because hold on, I got something to say. Because now I started moving. I don't know. What we doing?
We in it now. Hey, look. We in it. We in it. This is, do it. We in it. Probably home. Perfect home to Unapologetic Sisterhood. So look.
I love it.
You know how we do. We go way off. Sometimes we be way over here.
Fine. It's cool. We'll circle back.
Okay, cool. Because what I love about the fact, even the whole topic of girl code, right, is me and Amber had this conversation just before we got on, and I was talking to a girlfriend about it earlier today. And the thing about it is we are not the same people we were when we were 15 years old, okay? So there are some things that I can pull up on and some things that says I'm not pulling up on that because you already know.
You know better.
You already know better, right? And that relationship is there, right? Because we've grown to this place. It's not, I'm not pulling up for everything like I used to pull up for, right? But I'm at an age, and I was asking Amber the same thing, is relational maintenance. I'm not here for it. Like, if I have to maintain this relationship by having to, what word am I looking for? Maintain you, like handle you constantly, meaning that you're becoming more toxic than you are becoming a benefit. This relationship is actually working. Yeah. We have families and careers, right? And you have whole jobs, whole families. This stuff is rough out here in these streets, and we're all dealing with something, okay? But when the relationship becomes toxic, and we're talking about manipulation, You know, we're talking about constantly going through the same issue over and over again, and when you're starting to do self-harm to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? An endless pit of needing to pour into people. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Because you're pouring into a bottomless pit and it's not going anywhere. Taylor, you said that thing. And it's like we can't continue to maintain these toxic relationships as women. We have to start doing our own maintenance on these relationships and moving some people to the side. That don't mean drop sis.
No.
That might mean let me just give her a little bit of space. Send her a text or two instead of calling.
Listen, because there should be a level of when you have your girls, you got your girls, right? You got your girls. And you know your girls, like, girl, you know, I'm not even gonna respond to this text messages. I'm gonna like it because you know that was dumb what you had just did. Yeah. But then you have those other friends where you know, like, I have to really come down here and explain this to you because it doesn't go, it's not gonna end well for you. Let me explain this to you. Let me help you. Let me get down in this pit with you. Where if someone call me and tell me something dumb, I'm probably gonna clown first. I'm probably gonna laugh. I'm probably gonna FaceTime her some stuff and be like, girl, you know you was dumb for that. You know you was real dumb. There's friends that you can have those types of, like she said, boundaries with. But there's girl code in each of these maintenance phases of your friendships. Like, I know I'm not going to expect ShaLonda to do something that my new friend that I just met on the job. I'm not going to have the same expectation of them. Exactly. My words may not hold the same amount of weight.
Exactly.
However, ShaLonda should know certain things that bother me, certain things that trigger me, and not utilize those things to get a response out of me as my friend. Girl code. Girl code.
Because I know what makes this tick.
Don't do that.
I know her triggers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so let me go ahead and let me do that.
Right. I can't stand to hear other friends tell me about something that another friend has said or done to them in a tone or sis, how does she even fix her mouth to say that?
Right.
Half the time. I'm like, so this is your friend? How you know her? How long did you know her? Oh, y'all been friends for a minute? Oh, it didn't sound like that to me. Oh, I didn't like the tone she used. She must not know you, huh? Oh, she must not know what you're dealing with. Oh, y'all not really friends because she don't know that you're hurting in that area, but she used that anyway. Oh, okay. Girl code, you might want to check that friendship, sis. Boundaries.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I'm glad we talked about there's levels to girl code.
Yes.
Is honestly and truly, and I'm gonna talk about the portion and sour thing in a minute because I don't think about everybody else.
Right.
I honestly and truly believe there are some girls that I call my sister, and she is like it goes above my friend. Like if that's my sister, I'm going to war with you.
Yep.
I don't care what it is. Like you, my sister, I'm pulling up the same way that I will pull up for Mal Jr., who's my biological brother, and I don't have any biological sisters. But there are women in my life that, for me, if we just don't have the same blood, we just don't have the same mom and daddy. But if they call me and they in New York,
listen,
I hear sniffle on the phone.
Yeah,
I'm booking a flight. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But then there are girls who I say they're my good friends. I will pull up for them depending on the situation. We need a little bit more details.
Right.
Right. I would still pull up, but you know what I'm saying? I would just need a little bit more information. And then there are acquaintances. Then there are people that I know through other people that I, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like sometimes we use girl codes as like a social exclusive thing. Like we're trying to exclude certain women from certain things. So we say, oh, that's girl code. So you can't do X, Y, and Z. And I'm just like, but why?
Right. That's me. Who said?
Yeah.
That's not, you're not my friend.
Right.
I don't know her.
Right.
I wouldn't expect her to know that.
That'd be me. Right.
Okay. She said this about me. And
Right.
I'm gonna go to sleep at night.
Right.
So
that's real.
But then there's some that say something. I'm just like, oh girl, I'm coming to your house. So what was said? Like, why'd you say that? Why would you treat me like this? Or why would you like undercut me like this? We couldn't have a conversation. I just feel like And then I feel like it's like a unspoken thing, but I feel like those are conversations that we need to have. Like
conversations. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I used to do this a lot, but I didn't realize until I went to therapy. They're like, you get mad at people and you hold it and you're still cool and calm. You don't say anything, but you really hurt about stuff. And you don't even say nothing.
Be holding on to it, man.
And they don't even know that you're mad. Like,
that part.
And you're thinking everything that they're doing is offensive and they're trying to be funny, but they literally do not have a clue about what they're doing. Now, I'm not taking away some hoes who be knowing what they're doing.
Yeah. Come on, they be knowing. They be knowing.
You know what I'm saying? But then there are some like they genuinely didn't know, and you just needed to have a conversation. I feel like a lot of friendships, they just end or they just, you know, get over because nobody said anything. And I'm preaching to the choir right now. I'm being convicted as I'm speaking this. But I also know myself. I got to have time to process everything. And then I will come to you and have a conversation. But I'm just not going to leave it out there. But it's like, dang, I really can't even believe you played me like that. Let me take a minute to process this.
Right.
No, and then I get it.
And it's good to have that space to do that, because sometimes we gotta apologize to our friends. I was just talking to one of my really good friends, and she said something to me that didn't offend me, because she was telling the truth. But she later circled back the next day and was like, "Hey sis, I just read my message to you, and I wanted to apologize. Like my words don't reflect my heart. So I wanted you to know that after reading this, let me resend you what I meant in that message." And girl, I had to go back to the message. I was like, well, wait, what did I read? What you say? You know, I was like, what you talking about? Right. But it's good to have that space to where, you know, I can go to you and be like, sis, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Or sis, you know, we have to allow that space for apology, allow that space for vulnerability. Because if you don't have that, what kind of relationship do you really have? You know,
listen, I can't have Amber out here looking crazy.
Please don't have me looking crazy.
Right? You just can't.
I know you don't love me if I'm looking crazy and I'm standing next to you.
Ma'am, you ain't said nothing.
Dang, you don't even like me. Forget love me. You got me out here. You got me out here like this? Dang.
You know, but it reminded me of back in the day, right? I remember when I was younger, you know, there were some girl codes that I used to stand by. You know, it was like, we go to the club, right? We come together. We leave together, right?
Go to the bathroom together.
We all go together, right? Okay. Something might jump off in the bathroom. Right. You know what I mean? I got to make sure that I'm there with you in the bathroom while we all doing our makeup. Even if everybody ain't got to go. Come on, let's go. We got to go to the bathroom. We got to go to the bathroom, right? What is it? Like, if I like your brother, I got to ask you if I mess with your brother type of thing. You know what I mean? Or we don't mess with nobody's husband.
Oh, no.
Right?
If it's your friend, If it's your friend.
If it's your friend.
If it's your friend. That's the truth. You know, it's the truth. Especially
when co-workers don't count.
No, they don't count. Because I don't know you like that. Right? Right? You don't even understand. You know what I mean? What's about to happen to you. You know, so I understand.
Right. You don't understand
what you thought you was trying to do. Right. I get that. But I think that those kind of boundaries have changed, you know, over the years, right? Because we understand that not everybody would have understood that, right? My business that I tell you shouldn't be told to your friends, right? It's between us. The girls you kick it with should know what's going on with me, right? Period. And so, even if it's not your friend, you don't mess with someone's husband, right? That's true, right? You're right, Tyler. You're right.
No, that for real. But the topic of the topic. You know what I'm saying? Portion. We don't know if that's portion friend or portion. We don't know.
Right. No, but we all know the reality here. The reality is that even
we're gonna talk about portion.
Right. We're gonna talk about portion. Right. We're gonna talk about it. I can't wait either.
Portion.
No, we definitely gonna talk about it. But what was I going to say? No. I was going to say is the crazy thing is that, we do find out that unfortunately there are the people women closest to us who end up, you know, violating those type of codes, you know, understandably. I remember one of the women that we knew back in the day had passed, and all the women that were her friends were already at her house taking care of her husband and kids.
Girl, good night.
What I'm trying to say to you is,
good night.
is.
I'm coming up out the drink.
Listen, the way my kid's about to murder you, ma'am. My kid's about to pull up. You don't know these kids. Don't be pulling up to nobody's house trying to fix nobody no meal. Don't take a bite.
Dare.
She's gonna be like, "This is murder. We made you a drink."
Right. Don't play.
I ain't never understood that, or understood if like a pastor and his wife dies and then all the women in the church all of a sudden they vying for that spot. I never understood that either. Because I'm like, I thought he was your spiritual father, sis.
Right. Don't even make no sense.
Well, they were ready to go for blows for that spot.
And even pastors who married women that were in their church, I'm like, bro, like it's so many women out here.
How that happened?
All the women out here in the world. Right.
That's
You decided
dumb.
to be the flock.
Right.
Dumb to me. Dumb.
Right.
Just
It's
dumb.
It's dumb. Real dumb.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-mm.
Come on. First of all, we got to get this cup.
Right.
I'm ready for that cup.
Mm-hmm.
Target, $3. Nope.
Yeah, we need to go get that. That's cute. Nope.
I love that cup.
Okay. So we're gonna switch gears before we talk about Portia.
Okay.
There's no way that you can come on Purposely Petty and not tell us the pettiest thing you ever done. Now, everybody, if this is your first time, if this is your first time ever being on Purposely Petty, we have something what I call the petty meter. And listen, I'm not just saying being petty just to be petty. If you are being petty without a purpose, you're just being plain old mean. We don't do meanness around here, but there are some situations where you gotta be petty back. I'm sorry, I just believe that.
I agree,
and you can't convince me that everybody doesn't have a measure of pettiness in them. Everybody does.
Mine is large. I don't know what I can disclose.
Yeah,
I'm pretty petty sometimes.
You probably was petty, but didn't want to say nothing.
Didn't want to say nothing.
Everybody knew on the surface.
But everybody gonna know I was petty. But I ain't gonna admit I was petty.
We have up here on this show, we have had let me see. I think one of the top tier pettiest things that I've heard on the show is someone did a quick deed because they ex-husband had pretty much left them with everything, and she did a quick deed to take his name off the house. That was one. Another was some girl she took off one dude's tire. He couldn't find the other one, so he couldn't drive for a few weeks.
That's good.
That was good.
That was good.
And then it was another one, with some girls would steal business ideas, and they would just go and take all of the domains. So of girls, they'll be sharing the ideas with them. And the person would try to steal it and make it their own. The person would try to steal it and make it their own. But they didn't get the domain. So they was like, "Oh, you're gonna steal my idea? Okay, I'm gonna take your domain's idea, so you can't even purchase it. You'll have to come."
I guess I have one similar to that kind of petty.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's some more. It's some more.
I gotta go into my petty vault.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Y'all need more time to think because I
got one. I'm ready. You just gave me an idea.
Who's gonna go first?
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
You go.
Okay. So I noticed that this one person would take my ideas, like take them, and I'd be like, I know I just told you about that. Like, all right. But this person would also ask me to be a part of executing the outcome of the idea.
Oh, that's bold.
Girl, ain't it bold? So I started recognizing that. And I noticed that the reason that I was asked to be a part of, because if people think it's mine, they're going to pull up or they're going to show and they're going to be a part of. So guess what? I think it was the last two ideas I gave that this person followed through with. Oh, Amber's going to be there. Amber sent out the invites. Amber, talk about that thing. Do you think Amber said one thing and it was crickets? Both of them ideas was canceled on the spot because you're not going to use my name. And I told you about this. No, I told you about this idea. God gave me this idea and you because you have the resource because that's all it really is. You have the resources to make this happen quickly. So you thought you was going to benefit from my idea and my face and my name and my.
Come on,
sis. Good night. Amber's not gonna be there. Take my name off the flyer, ma'am. Take my name off the flyer. 2 weeks out though. I need you to take my name off the flyer. I can't make it.
I'm not gonna be there.
I'm not gonna be there.
They try to come up on you.
Nope.
Try to come up on you.
That was pretty, and I felt bad though. You know me. Oh, I felt bad. I was like, it's gonna be horrible. Ain't nobody gonna show up. It's gonna be
no, but there was a purpose behind it, and it was you can't steal stuff on the strength of somebody else that they, you know what I'm saying? That's without giving me the real credit for it. Right. You know, you can't do that. Right. So there was a purpose behind that page. You was teaching
at least say where you got it from.
Right. Folks don't do that. Folks is
don't make me the host.
Come on.
You're gonna make me the host of my ideas?
That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, because this is my thing. I feel like a lot of ideas are recycled. Yeah. Mainly because of social media.
100.
You know, some things are just recycled, but then, you know, people put a little twist on it. And that's like when you downright take everything verbatim,
man.
Like
yeah, and then ask you to plan it, execute, host it, invite your friends. Nope. Okay. And that's what I did for the last couple of them. I was like, all right, I'll be there. Bet. Let's do it. 2 weeks out. Can you go ahead and take my name off the flyer? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really can't make it out.
Can't. You did what you had to do.
Purposely.
That was being petty with the purpose. You had a purpose. So,
yep.
Not bad. Not bad.
What you got? You're pretty nice.
I am right.
You are pretty nice.
But why my most pettiest moments have to do with like a dark time in my life? Because
you nice. It's all right. Let us know. Let's go.
So there was this one time when
I feel like you need a flashlight right here to be talking.
I do. So what had happened was I was in this relationship and I don't want to call it, was a situationship.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that.
Whole situation.
It was a whole situationship.
Situationships. I ain't
right.
It was a situation. I didn't know if I was coming in or out. So it was a situation. I was coming through.
Right.
That's all it was. It was a drive-through. Period.
Right. Drive-by situation.
So what had happened was, he didn't come back on my car the next day. There's so many red flags because how it even began.
From Southeast San Diego. You took my car?
The fact that he even drove my car. Whoa, I was young. Can I say
Where was he going?
Right, that part.
Well, it's where I found him. Oh, I knew where it was at.
Girl, I need the teacup right now.
What? Teacup?
What? Where was he at?
So I found him at some other girl house that he was messing with. Already knew who the girl was right off the dome. Had to have my girlfriend come pick me up. Because that's what your girls do.
Okay. She picked you up to take you to go get your car?
Unfortunately.
Listen.
But hold on.
I'm going to drive by first, sis. Let me drive by first. I'm going to get all the whereabouts. I need to know who's outside. Is this mama house? Who's all out here? First of all. Second of all, where's your car parked? Because we need to make sure that's safe and that's out the way because we about to pull up.
Yeah.
First of all, and then I'm gonna swoop you up, and you better not be crying when we get here. Get it out now. You better not be crying when we get up here. Fix it and get it together. I know you still gotta tell your story, but if I was there, I'd have been like, all right, okay, sis, get it together. I already been through there. His big sister's not home. His mama's there, but I'm gonna go ahead and take care of her. Run through there's a side door. I'm gonna go ahead and knock at the front door. There's a side door. Run in there, bust him up, and the car already parked down the street.
It's already parked. I'll run to the car. I'll run there so we can get out of there.
And I'm smashing something on the porch.
Period.
What's some little things? They got them little gnomes and stuff. Smash.
Some little frogs and little gnomes.
Smashed. Purposely petty.
But it was dirty how we did it though. But it felt good at the moment. So we pulled up. I seen my car. But I also seen his car that he has. He had an old school whip at the time, and that was like
she's like them thugs. Girl. She said he had an old school whip. You know what that means?
He had an old school whip. And so one that he had pride in, right? You know, had it all painted up and done.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh, I was mad. She was like, well, what you want to do? What you want to do? Hold on, let me look for something. I said, what you gonna do? She was like, what you want to do? I said, dang, I want to like do something to this car. I'm so mad, right? Like I'm just so angry about it. She was like, hold up, let's see what I got. We went through rummaging through her car. She grabbed something sharp for them tires.
And popped the tires.
And all she had was a bottle of lotion in her back seat. And I thought, well, what can I do with this lotion? So you do
the lotion.
So I took the lotion and on his old school, I wrote loser on the back of the trunk of his whip.
Door open?
What?
Was his doors open? Because I would have put it all over the seats.
Everywhere.
You know what? The crazy thing is that the windows are down because it's older. It's an older car, so they were down.
And it's Phoenix and it's hot.
Right, and that was the thing that made it even worse because depending on how long he stayed in that chick house was how long the heat was hitting that lotion on the back of that
Sizzle, sizzle. You cooking, bro. That's all. You cooking. But did y'all pop the tire though? Did y'all do that?
She did.
Oh, okay. Because I'm that friend too. You go ahead and handle that little lotion situation.
Yeah, just one. Just one. Don't do all of them. Just do one.
Because then the police will pull up and it's, oh, I didn't know.
Right.
Or even do all three and don't leave one open because then he won't get no insurance or nothing if you just do three.
Oh.
I know that, but.
You know how it is, it's like, man, it's just whatever I could do. I was so angry. I took my car, hopped in my car, the key, and I was gone. The thing about it is, again, when you got your girl ride with you,
it's different,
right? You gonna bust his windows, we're gonna bust his windows together, right? Because I'm mad too.
Right, and you probably ain't gonna bust it as hard as you need to, so I'm gonna bust it real hard after you hit
the more,
right? Because I don't like him anyway. I don't understand why you messing with him, so I'm really busting stuff up. Right?
And he took the car and now we late? Let's go. See what I'm saying? Girl.
Yeah.
So yeah. But we have been delivered from these types of
this kind of violence is
kind of.
That wasn't violence. That was
It wasn't violence. It was a reaction.
It was a reaction. It was a reaction.
Thing, people always play in your face, and then when you play back,
you funny no more.
Right. I read something that said everybody wants to understand why I reacted. Nobody wants to ask how I was triggered.
Ooh, that's good.
Because that's like the stuff that I'm dealing with right now in real life. Like y'all see the reaction too. Nobody's asking how I got here.
Right. Nope.
Don't ask me why I said what I said. If you know who I am, you know that for me to say what I said, it got some validity behind it. It's got to be something.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
All of that was purposeful. Every single
it was. There was a purpose behind all of it.
No, thank you. Did my petty heart well. I'm telling you. It felt good. So now, y'all, this has been a hot topic. The story has continually unfolded. Social media went crazy last week when she posted this. It's so many moving factors. And let me just preface this conversation with this. Separation and divorce are very gray, muddy, murky.
Right.
It is not as black and white as people will try to make it. It is not, you just shouldn't be messing with nobody's husband. It is not. It ain't always that. It ain't always. These are my opinions. Everybody don't think that way. And honestly, I used to think the same way before I went through it myself.
Right.
I'm like, ain't no way you should be messing with nobody's husband and nobody's wife. And that's I can't believe you did it. And I'm just like, now I'm just like, I need to know. I don't need to know all the details, but something had to happen for that to transpire like that because nobody just pull up on nobody's husband and wife like that.
Right.
That's the truth.
And I didn't get that until I was separated and then eventually divorced. I didn't get it. But now I'm just like, you know what? I don't know.
And people don't understand the phases of a thing. Like you don't just wake up in the morning and be like, all right, we can just divorce. Let me sign these papers.
Don't go like
no,
that.
there's a mental process, there's a confidence process, then there's an action process, then there's a legal process, then there's a coming out process. I gotta tell my friends, my family, my kids. Then there's so many pieces to a thing.
Many.
How do you know? How do you know? Stop acting like you know.
You don't know. You don't know. And here's the thing: once they get through it, you still may not know
that part.
Because they might.
The reason they got here is probably because he or she didn't know.
Exactly.
While you're sitting here looking dumb. Sorry. Shoot. Like you know everything.
Listen.
And that's real. They used to always bother me. Honestly, y'all. Okay, what is this? This is May 20th, 2020. So 5 years ago, around this time, my ex-husband left. This nigga ghosted me. Y'all, I'm good now. Sis is glowed up and she doing well. But
wait, say that again. You did what?
I said 5 years ago, my ex-husband this month left. Like legit ghosted me. Like I didn't see him for 90 days. I pulled up on him. That's the only reason why I saw him. I pulled up on it because I'm like, bro, you just left me with a whole mortgage and forget my heart. But somebody got to pay these bills.
That part.
Right.
That part.
So, yeah, I just think it's funny that we're having this conversation right now about divorce and marriage and all that, and we'll be coming up on my 5-year thing. It's just funny to me. Anyway, so let me tell y'all about the story with Portia. Everybody knows Portia is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And first of all, this is reality TV. It's not real, but of course they say this is not real life. This is what I'm going through. Okay, girl.
Right. How much they paying for that?
Right.
That's a whole storyline. Stop playing.
Right. Stop playing.
So apparently, some girl that she brought on the show with her, and they stay friend of the show, but Portia brought her up there. Apparently, she started dating this man a little over a month ago, and they're engaged now. After further digging into the story with Fallon apparently cheated on her husband, who's worth $40 million. I just need to put it right there. $40 million.
That'd be worth something the way he looked.
Oh,
baby.
He gotta. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Like, sis, I understand how that might have happened like that.
I mean, but what you marry him for in the first place? You knew what he looked like. Like
more that 40 million.
40 million. 40
the
million
same reason Portia over here trying to get him wiped up.
Shoot, 40 million look real attractive.
Right, because that,
especially when the light out.
Right.
I mean, on the body.
Right.
I mean, the lights are off. I can cry about how you look in Dubai. I cry about how you look. I much rather cry in, Antigua somewhere than Virginia Beach.
Right.
Come on.
And these bills is paid, honey.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So, everybody was saying Portia is a homewrecker, but not knowing that apparently this guy and the girl that she brought on the show, they have been separated for a little minute. They were just waiting for their divorce to finalize. And her girl, Fallon, had proposed to her boyfriend while still married.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay, she proposed to her boyfriend?
Yeah, some dude, yeah.
To a stylist in Atlanta. First, I'm like, girl, you fumbling the bag because I'm not going from no man worth $40 million to a stylist in Atlanta.
From Atlanta. Mm-hmm. What's in his bag, sis? You might want to check his purse. I mean, his bag, sis. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I'm not getting on one knee when I done had $40 million. I wish I would get on my knee.
So that's what like when people was like, "Oh, Portia, she broke girl code." I'm like, that wasn't her friend.
So that's been my whole stance. Is first of all, you see on the little tagline on the show, it says "friend of blah 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 blah." If I'm coming to brunch, I'm coming to meet Charmaine in person for the first time. ShaLonda's not going to introduce me. This is, this is my friend, blah, 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 if I'm not really her friend. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like the way they have to introduce all that, the way they have to make it like these people are really friends. Mm-hmm. These people are friends. They're not friends. You needed another character for the cast for the day. Or this girl is on a come up because maybe that dude from Atlanta was really her boyfriend anyway and was on a come up, and somehow y'all together anyway and need a spot. Some relevance. Mm-hmm. Reality TV is so tricky. Yeah. It is so, and I've seen it. I was on a set for a while of a reality TV, a Christian reality TV show, and the scripts that are handed out and the storylines that are given are that. They are given. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but Portia now she posting all kind of stuff.
Yeah, she eating it up.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, y'all done gave her a whole platform. Yeah. A whole platform
because the gag is no, and the gag is her baby daddy or the father of her daughter is actually friends with her fiance. They were business partners and friends. So it's like.
Sound like a business deal to me.
Talking about the men. Why are you talking about Portia?
Right.
That's the thing that made me mad. Because I'm just like, we need to talk about bro code more than girl code.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing.
I mean, but is it a thing? Because I know dudes that smash other
it's true.
Women all the
it's
time.
true.
You know, wake up with her and get with her. You know, I guess it's not that big of a deal when a dude do it, but when we do it, we out there. So, but no, honestly, and you're right, Candace. She do need a psych consultation.
Yeah, we can't get on no need for no. I just have 40. Okay, I'm going to sleep. I need a nap.
Listen. The way these knees are set up, if I get on my knee when I get back up, I better have some new ones. Right.
$40,000, $40 million knees. That's what I better have when I get up from this proposal. When I get up from here,
$40 million knee.
$40 million knee.
When I get up from here, some things better have changed for me to get up from here.
I don't understand women proposing to men. I don't get it. I'm trying to get it, and I'm like, I'm very progressive in my thoughts. I'm very... I'm like open-minded. But that I'm like, no, ma'am. No.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of, I don't know if y'all know this back in the day, especially big when I used to, do a lot of clubbing. Mm-hmm. But you remember when you used to wait for a dude to buy you a drink? And it became this thing where women were like, I don't need no man to buy my drink. I'll buy my own drink and I'll buy his. No, I'm still not good on that.
You're going to buy my drink. And my friends drink.
Thank you. Right. The whole time
I'm drinking all 6 of my friends drink.
Right. You buy all of us around.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I think that's where that mentality and that foolishness comes from, is us thinking that, we don't need to wait on a man to do what it is that we think we can do ourselves. No,
we set ourselves up.
Right. And
we set ourselves up.
Right, exactly. And with that comes, don't worry, I'll pay your car payment. With that comes, don't worry, let me help you with your child support. And with that comes, all that happened when you got on your knee to propose to a man.
Your knee hurt, don't it?
Come on.
That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. Hey, sis, after you done paid that child support, your knee hurt? Your knee better. It's heavy, It's heavy.
It's wow. It's wow. And it's like, girls will really like shame you for like letting a man do something for you. I'm like, sis, I don't know how you grew up. Or what you've been going through, but if a man want to pay something for me, especially because I be handling everything myself already,
right?
If that part, pay something for me, or if I've been in a place where I've had to pay for everything for myself, if a man want to pay something for me, baby, I'm gonna let him. I ain't gonna hold that man blessing up. I'm not gonna stop what God is doing in his life.
That part,
y'all trying to do something great in his life through me.
Good ground, sir. Thank you. You have just planted a seed.
This is good ground. It's gonna come a good harvest.
That's right.
Yeah. And if he wants to pay for whatever, I'm gonna let him. Like there's no I don't feel bad about it. No, my daddy even says that. He said women are called females for a reason. They come with a fee.
Ooh.
You gotta pay the money.
Come on.
That part, I like that. That's a shirt too.
Man, that is
female. I comes with the whole fee.
I come with a whole fee.
Listen,
I'm just trying to figure out how you trying to date and you ain't got no money. Like, you need to have
what's the consultation? Money. I mean, you got to pay for that.
Get your priorities right. Get your priorities right. You don't need to be buying me a drink and you don't know how you're gonna eat lunch tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Go home, man.
Listen. Listen, I heard that. I mean, I know what it's like to be out here, you know, single mom trying to pay bills and trying to make it. I didn't have plenty, okay, of opportunities. I've let it be. Yes, sir. You want to stay the night over here? You got to pay a bill. You know, yes. If you want to eat dinner over here, you better buy the groceries. I mean, you know, start holding these. You know, but I think a lot of it is we don't know the full story about things, and I think we're quick to jump at, you know, pointing fingers and doing all of this, you know, and when we don't even know the full story, the truth of the matter is that that situation could have been just real messy. What if he was already separated from old girl? Maybe been already seeing Portia. Right.
Clearly.
He was, right?
She had a whole fiance.
Right. So the thing is we think we know everybody's business. We think that we know what goes on. It's just like, you know, you get married to someone and maybe the last chick he was with, he was a dog to. Right. But when you got him, he ain't no dog no more. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just this good ground that he saved.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought it up because people like once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm like, no, sis.
That's a lie.
That's not how it works.
That's a lie.
No,
go.
Because I'm me.
Come on.
You ain't never been with me.
It ain't even you had to do anything. A man gonna do what he want to do. He gonna do what he want to do. He know who he can play with. If he know he can play with you, he gonna play. Because I will hurt you. Cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat back, and I'm gonna cheat worse, and it's gonna hurt. So you might want to hurt.
Listen, sis.
Think
twice. We're gonna have a whole nother conversation. Listen. Bet.
Yes.
Bet.
See, I wasn't even gonna. I was gonna give that as my petty, but I didn't give that as my petty. But I should have gave that as my petty because don't try me. Oh, you did what? Oh, you got me out here. Oh, okay, that's all right. I got you. I forgive you, boo. Pull up. Cause
I will be at a bar taking a selfie with your nigga, and it ain't even nigga. And it ain't, and we ain't even gotta do nothing. I'll be on Instagram like, hey, and we ain't even doing nothing. Like, stop it.
But you feel away, don't you?
Yeah, you mad now. It don't feel so good to do it. Like, no.
Don't play with me. No, you right.
Play with your mama. Play with your mama, don't play with me.
Don't play.
Play with your mama, don't play with me.
Listen.
And that is the truth. I think we know. You know, it's just like your kids, right? They know who to play with and not to play with. Even me with my mama, I know I can't play with her. I know she's just not all the way there. She's not playing that. You know what I mean? You already know.
We all know.
I know how I got to show up. Well, we all know. We all know how you got to show up. And I think that's the problem is that we cannot point fingers at a situation we know nothing about. Who knows if this man worth that good 40 million might actually be out here trying to do right with Portia. I doubt it. But what if that's the situation?
Yeah. And that's a part of girl code too. So that's what I was saying when we did our little pre-show text and stuff. I was saying, you know, we have to stop it as friends and sisters. Stop acting like you know the whole story. If you're my girl and I'm going through something that might be life-changing for me, don't be life-changing for me. Don't come in here acting new. Don't come in here acting new. Don't come in here.
Don't be life-changing for me.
Don't be life-changing for me. You see, this is about to change the whole situation. My whole life about to flip upside down, and you flip it? Come on. I'm good. I don't need it. And people, we have to do better. We have to do better. We have to do better because I've experienced and I've seen others who will disassociate themselves or, oh, well, she ain't talking to me. Why you think she ain't talking to you? Why you think she know? She going through something, sis. She going through something. Don't hold it over her head, but don't flip the script on her. Everything before her is changing. And she most days don't know if she coming or going. But you should know that you know that you know. And that's my frustration with women, period. Yeah. I should know that I know that I know that I got about 5-6 females that's going to pull up for me regardless. If I go rob a bank, if I up and leave,
ShaLonda was like,
listen, I should know that my friends are gonna pull up, and I might be having a mental breakdown. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be just trying to find myself. Me and God might be working on something totally different this week.
Right.
But I need you to not switch it up. I need you to remain who you were constant. I need you to stay and be, because right now I don't even have the ability to stay or be. But you can be that for me because you know me.
Right.
You should know me that you know me that you know me.
That's right.
When we sit, I'm gonna say we, because I'm not gonna say when she or whatever, but when we already sit in a place of judgment or that self-righteousness that sometimes women sit in unconsciously and consciously, like, oh, I don't do that. I can't believe you did that. Wow.
We just said that.
Wow.
Come
you
on.
really responding like that?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, you're not a safe space for me. I'm gonna just you know, keep that over there. But that, I'm telling you, when you go through certain life changes, marriage, divorce, children, moving to somewhere else, whatever the situation is, you really do find out who your girls are.
You do.
Who are really gonna stick to the girl code and just let you just be. I lost so many friends. I mean, people that I've been friends with 10, 15, 20 years when I went through my, I can't be around you. I'm just like, girl, divorce is not a disease. You can't catch it.
I promise.
I promise you.
I promise you, like, nothing is gonna happen to you and your man if y'all are solid. It has nothing to do with you. That's why I don't subscribe to people say, oh, single people don't need to hang with married people. If your marriage is solid, I should be looking at you like, I want that. Whatever y'all doing, teach me so I can get that. Not, I can't be out with you because my wife or my husband gonna want to be single. Y'all need to go to therapy for that. That ain't got to
fix that.
Right. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody. Yeah. You're right.
But that my life is changing. Don't be life changing. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Hoes be out here changing. And it's just,
they be out here. And you sit and you're sitting. Yeah, and I'm sitting here like, y'all, do y'all see me? Like, I'll be waking up every morning looking in the mirror like, girl, who you gonna be today? You know, because everything around you is changing. But I should know that it's a few phone text messages that's gonna come through regardless of what I'm going through, regardless of what is changing around me. I should have somebody that's gonna pull up, girl. Okay, I don't care about that. Pull up. Or I don't care about that. And don't use my situation as a time for you to feel entitled or anything like that. You're my sister, you're my friend. We can't one up each other. We can't do that.
That's good.
We cannot do that. And when, especially in these times with COVID-19 and people being so secluded and so by themselves, it's easier for somebody to disconnect and be like, oh, sis, I just thought you didn't want to be bothered. How you figure that? Did I tell you that?
Listen, how can I be there for you today?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just feel for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how many text messages we have like that all the time.
Right.
You know, and it's probably every day. But that's sometimes how it has to be. Like I've never experienced divorce or separation or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I've survived a raggedy baby daddy. But I have never
not a raggedy baby daddy.
Hey,
I can't say that. But I will say, when you're going through something, and it's the truth, you do find out who's really in your corner, who's not in your corner. One of the most irritating things, and I expressed to Amber recently, was, when I'm talking about something, I'm having an event session because I'm just really going through, right? And you just need to talk about it out loud. I need to talk about things out loud. That's just the kind of person I am. Yeah. While I'm working on something, I talk out loud. Drives me crazy, but I talk out loud. But one of the most horrible things someone can do is try to diagnose your situation and tell you what your problem is, and you have no idea. Or tell me something like, girl, you gotta pray about that.
Duh.
You think I ain't praying?
Right.
Like, literally. And so I was telling Amber, so it reminds me of the fact is that this actually happened. And I was telling her, it reminds me that I give too many people access to me. People who don't really know my heart, who don't know me, have access to me. For you to come off with some raggedy off-branded response like that to me?
Not off-branded.
I don't know what
it's off-branded. It is definitely all friends.
It was some all friends.
It's what you be like comparing.
Comparison.
All friends.
That was discounted advice. I'm just, it's frustrating. It's
That's
like,
a lazy response, though. That's a lazy response. For me, when somebody said just pray about it, or you're not praying enough, because somebody told me I wasn't fasting enough, and I'm like, oh, I ain't 8 and 10 days. I don't know much longer I need to fast. But it's like they're too lazy to really have the emotional capacity to sit with you in that situation, or to sit with you in that stuff, to say, pray about it, girl. Oh, you not praying. That's lazy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Right. And it's certain friends that you have to know that they don't, like, I have certain friends and I have certain friends that I know this taps their capacity.
Right.
What I'm going through might tip it over. So I don't expect you to pull up the way I would pull up.
Right.
I don't expect you to do what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
But I at least expect you to check in.
Come on. Yeah.
I at least expect you not to assume the worst.
Come on.
I need you to at least not to take the other person's side as truth, or I need you to at least not participate in the conversations that people are having about me. Because if anybody knew about the situation, it would be you, sis, right?
Yes.
So stop.
Excuse yourself. Be neutral. Don't have nothing to say, and don't come telling me what was said, because I don't.
Please.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm like, one thing that burns me up. I'm gonna tell you what was said. Well, so and so said this, or did you see so and so? No, I didn't see it. I've already blocked this person. I blocked this.
Right.
I'm like, why are you coming to me,
triggering me?
Yes.
Why are you doing that? Why do you do that?
I agree 100%.
Right. I don't care. Right.
Especially if you know I'm not fooling with that person.
Right.
You already know. Girl, did you see what such and such is working on? No. Right. Why would I have seen that? Because don't follow them.
Right.
I don't know. I stopped worrying about that person was doing 10 years ago. Right. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how is it that we're giving too many people access?
Why do we
boundaries?
Why do we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we do that? I don't know why we do that.
Because we're cultivators. We're women. We like to believe that people ain't gonna do us how they do us. We like to believe that people won't have the ultimate audacity to do the things that they do.
And
they always have the audacity on sale at the store. Sure. They be coming in droves. Audacity.
Don't even care.
Just the unmitigated gall. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. Wow, like you're striking me at this point. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you won.
Yeah,
you won that one.
You right. I don't know. The older I get, and I'm 36, but the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't want to be around any woman, any man, any boy or child, girl, dog, cat. If I cannot be my unapologetic self, fully vulnerable, fully transparent, I'm gonna holler at you from over there. Like, I'm not even gonna be in close proximity with you like that. Right. If I gotta feel like I'm judged even a little bit, it only takes one time for me to feel judged by somebody, and I'm done. I don't know if divorce made me like that, or if the older I get, but I'm like, you got one time to be self-righteous around me.
Right.
And I'm done.
But you know what? This is funny, Charmaine. We're doing our series on killing the people pleaser. Mm-hmm. And this was real for us because, a lot of the reason why we keep people around with this kind of, foolishness and, we figured out a lot of that is because we had that people pleasing thing going on, right? It was really big. I think my cousin's on here viewing too. The majority of the women in my family are bold women. They're all bold. Y'all know, First Lady Ellen Allen, she is bold. My mama, they bold.
Oh, I love Auntie, your mama.
Listen, they're bold women.
OG bold.
Just bold. They say whatever it is they got to say, if it hurts your feelings or whatever the case may be, right? And I've never been that kind of bold person. I'm always worrying about someone's feelings or, you know, I mean, I can leave a conversation like Amber was saying, we're laughing, but what we got on, you know, that thing will stay on me forever. Yeah. What did I say? Did I say the right thing? Did I offend? Oh, I bet you I hurt her feelings. Oh my God. And you know, that thing will sit on me. So I've learned as I got older to appreciate moments where I could be myself. Because that's where I'm the most free. And I don't care what you thought. I don't care if my outfit went cute to you or if my hair went right, my eyebrows went arched. I mean, whatever the case may be, right? You know, I was able to be free in that moment. And a lot of that is one of the reasons why we have talked about the People Pleaser series was so important to us, because we find that we're doing this in so many areas of our life when you don't even think that's the case. And when I introduced that topic to someone, they were like, well, that ain't me. I ain't never care what nobody thought about me. I ain't never try to please nobody. You a lie. Because we all find our way. We all do it in some way, shape, or form.
And even that energy came from pleasing somebody.
Right. That hurt your feelings.
That came from you trying to please somebody and they didn't really accept it. You either got rejected or you were excluded from something. So you're like, nah. Yeah, that came from that, sis.
Yeah.
If I can't be celebrated in a room, if I'm at the table and y'all too busy stealing from me at the table and not making me feel like I'm part of this table, I don't need that. I don't need that. I think at this point, you know, and maybe it's age.
It is.
I think we're just getting older.
It is.
You know, but nobody got time for nobody mess no more. Like I don't have time for it. I don't have time to sit around and talk to you about how you were offended by something that I said a year down the line, you know, or whatever the case may be, or, you know, not when we're trying to do other things, not when you see I'm battling something else. If Amber's going through something right now and she's struggling, the last thing she want me to say was, why is it when I text you can't call me? It's gotta text me back.
That's like, the entitlement. That entitlement.
Yes.
I'm always entitled to a response. I'm always entitled to your space. Why you not hitting me up, sis? I got a lot going on. I'm barely hitting back the people that I need to hit up, like my kids or my parents.
Right.
So you need to relax. But a lot of people, they feel entitled to your space. And then once you tell them, well, I didn't know. Had I known. Well, it's the reason why I didn't tell you, ho. Okay.
Right.
I just can't. Oh, Charmaine. No, but that's the truth.
You're right.
And again, a part of you know, our own girl code. I think that's different for all of us women. We all have our own set of boundaries and rules that go along with us, and we should respect those things. But I think that's a common thing that we should practice is, you know, letting your sister breathe. You know, give her room to breathe and to be. And if you're not hearing from me, check on me.
Check on me.
I might need something. Pull up on me. I might need something. I might be too prideful to tell you that maybe we're struggling in my household right now, sis. You know, and I didn't want to tell you about that. You know, we barely paying bills, or, you know, or it could be something. You know, I believe my husband's cheating on me, and I hate to walk around feeling insecure. I'm up all night long. I'm checking his phone. Like, am I stupid? Should I be doing that? You know, and those are the kinds of things that, you know, a lot of us are sitting in, and we don't take the time to figure it out because you're too busy wanting to call and talk about your problem without even checking to see. Check the climate where I'm at. Check my thermostat before you come over here.
Read the room, sis. Read the room. Read the room.
Yeah. And so
if
that's kind of just
that's crazy. While you talking, that's crazy. Wow,
that's crazy. Yeah. So you know how when you, I've never skydived, but I have friends that go skydiving. And you know how the person is on the back of the skydive and they are responsible for pulling the parachute when it's time, because the person who's paying for the skydive, paying for this adventure, going through the adventure, going through the skydive, they just jumped out of a plane. They may not realize it's time to pull the doggone parachute. So the person that is there to be the support, the person that is there holding on to the equipment, which might be her mental sanity, it might be her financial support, it might just be an ear, it might be a phone call, it might be a text message. You got to know when to pull that mug out so that we can glide to safety together.
Ma'am!
Because at the end of the day, if you don't pull that and I don't pull that, we both gonna crash. That relationship's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible. You have to know when to be that for your sister, be that for your friend. Send that text message. Go ahead and send that cash app. Send the referral to the therapist. Girl, send the attorney over. Whatever it is, you gotta know when to do that before it's too late. Or we both gonna crash, and I'm gonna look at you crazy when I get down there. Like, where were you, sis? Like, I'm good now. Let me go ahead and dust myself off. But you didn't pull it up. We could have saved 2 whole years of this. And I could have had a friend this whole time, but we all bust up and smash. Nah, I ain't doing that. Sorry.
Right. At this point, I'm just writing notes because
you know what I'm saying?
I was just waiting for her to put her their hands on my back. Come on.
You gotta know when to be. You gotta know when to pull the parachute. I don't even know what that thing is called, but
why you ain't pull the cord, sis?
Like, I was waiting on you. We right here. You see, clearly we both have the same view. Mine isn't the same as yours. Let me tell you, that's not the same. We're both in this experience together, but I'm gonna pull this because we going too far down. We getting too far. Getting too far. This is unsafe now. I'm gonna pull this. We gonna glide back up. And we're gonna come down. We gonna ride this thing out.
I got you know what I've been having my own personal summers lately.
Look, we gotta be that. We gotta be that far, and that's girl code.
No, that's real girl code.
That's girl code. Mm-hmm. Babe, I'm gonna talk to you over because I done had a whole thing just pop up in my head like that.
What?
And then I think from this too, I feel like there needs to be more conversations of surrounding girl code and what it really means to be present for your sister or your friend or whatever they're going through. Like a lot of us, we don't know how to be present without our input or without our judgment. We don't know how to do it. And I'm like, it is practice. It is something that you have to be intentional about.
Yes.
Like you have to not insert your own problems while your sister is saying, hey, X, Y, and Z is happening with me. Well, girl, let me tell you about me because no,
no,
you don't need that.
That is good.
Mm-hmm. Just pull the parachute, shut up.
Right. I can't hear you no way because when you're skydiving, I can't hear anything.
All that wind.
I can't hear nothing that's happening. But what's happening? I'm looking down. I'm about to get nervous because we're getting kind of close. I need you just to know when to pull. That's it.
Come on.
That's it.
Come on.
Have my back and pull me back up. That's
pull
all.
Me back up.
Come on. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
Or this whole relationship gonna crash. We're gonna be dusty. We're gonna be bruised up and scratched and all that.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
This whole relationship gonna be dead and gone.
We're gonna die
because you sat there and waited. Now I'm good, and I'm looking at you like, dang, where was you at? Why you over here holding all this judgment? You could have just pulled the thing, and we could have dealt with that when we got down here.
Right.
No, Candace. No, we don't do that over here. Don't be just
What she say? Yes, so true. We don't. This conversation's over my eyes, and I have some text messages sending. Damn it! I'm getting
different. We all go through them seasons. We go through them. That's all right.
Okay.
You probably weren't the one to pull her parachute. Whoever that was, God knows who is supposed to be on your. I don't even know. I should find out what that person is called.
I say one plants the seed, one waters it. One, everybody got their place. So you just won't dare to pull the chute. Okay, it's okay.
That's all right.
It's a trick.
We're not always
at the end of the. You're right. And at the end of the day, we know what each other are dealing with. We know our struggles. Okay. I'd be a fool to tell you right now, I don't know what's going on with one of my girlfriends. I know what's going on. I know. Okay. So maybe it's not best for me to call at this time to talk about that. I have a girlfriend that has like 7-8 kids at home. Right. So it's probably not best to call her at 6-7 o'clock with something that is not life urgent. Right. Yeah. I know what's happening at that moment for her. Okay. But we all know that we're doing life. So if you missed a text message, if you missed this, not all your friends require so much relational maintenance. Those are relationships that I need in my life to where if I ain't talked to you in 3 days, you're not at home taking it personal and mad at me. I promise you I'm not mad at you. And I mean, how could you sit here and assume that it's about you when I'm over here trying to stay afloat?
I'm treading.
You know?
I'm treading. You about to drown us both. Get off me with that.
And hey, I've been the toxic friend before. I've been that. We've all been that. And the leg. Come on.
Yeah.
All of it. Like, and now you sit back and you're like, dang, I really can't believe I was that person.
Yeah.
I really cannot believe I was like that. I can't believe I responded like that. I can't believe I made her feel that way.
Right.
And you go back and apologize. Like we were talking earlier. Like, I know we probably ain't even gonna be friends.
Right.
Because of how much I hurt you and how intrusive I was. But I do have to apologize because I was wrong.
Right. Yeah. But now I know how to conduct myself when someone is going through something similar. I know how to conduct myself.
Yes.
Now,
going forward, going forward.
Girl code.
This was good to me.
This me too, girl.
I don't know about nobody else, but my heart did burn. Okay. So good. It was so good. So look, everybody that has been watching it tonight, we've been talking about girl code. We're gonna talk about all sorts of things with Unapologetic Sisterhood. Now, one of the ways that I love to end Purposely Petty is I love for my guests to always give 15 to 30 seconds of some type of encouragement. Like we said earlier, we never know what nobody is going through at any point. And we right here on Thursdays at 8:30, we're like at the end of the week. Sometimes you need a push to get through the weekend, or something that's just going to carry you to encourage you. Whatever is on your heart, please encourage our viewers, and then we're going to say good night.
I know you got something.
I'm always.
Amber always got something. She always got. She's packing that thing. She always ready to pull. Go on.
I guess it's just from life experiences teach you. Since you're not the only one, you're not the first one, and you're not the last one. Whatever you're going through, I guarantee you, God is not looking at you like, oh my goodness, how could she, or why would she, or how did she? So when somebody hits you with that, or it might not even be somebody, it just might be you. You're hitting yourself with, how did I get to this point? Or how did I say that? Or whatever the case may be. Sis, I guarantee you're not the first one. You're not the last one. However, get through it. Call on your girl if you need to. Lay, cry, scream, shout, pray, eat, whatever you need to do, sis, do what you need to do. But just know you're probably not the first person to experience this hardship or pain. You're probably not going to be the last, but learn the lesson, learn it real good. Take notes, write whatever you got to write out, feel all of the feelings and prepare yourself for victory. You're not the only one. Guaranteed. I'm learning as I get older. Girl, you are not the only one going through that. Shut up. Walking around almost 40 in shame. I will not.
Shame don't even go good with my outfit.
Shame don't go with nothing I got on today.
Nothing.
Honey. So yes, it's just my encouragement for this topic, especially girl code, is show up authentically in your truth. Show up as who you are, what you're going through, experience it, feel it, go through it, and just know God's not shocked. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Come on, get through it though, but get through it.
I would say, just like Amber, I have to pull from my own life experience, stuff that I know I've been walking through, but don't be afraid to do the work.
Man,
we all got work to do.
Yeah. And
I've taken time, even in my own my own personal time, just to write down some of the things that are bothering me, about the thing, about where I am in life and about where I want to be, and evaluating why I'm not there. Right? Yeah. It's no one else's issue, no one else's problem. It's really mine. And the thing about it is I'm looking on the surface for things, and I've been looking on the surface. So take time to dig into the root of what you're dealing with on the surface and find some areas to heal so that you can get free and you can start freeing other women along the way. Yeah. Because everything that you're dealing with, like Amber said, is not a surprise to God at all. I don't care how raggedy it is, how nasty it is, how trifling it is, whatever the case may be. One advice that my husband told me this: God forgives, but people don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay, folks will always remind you about what you did, how you did, and how it made them feel. And hey, what can you do about that? They're entitled to their feelings and their opinions, but you still got to find a way to move on. When you dig deep and you realize, man, the reason why I did what I did to her or to him was because there's something wrong with me from this time in my life as a child. And I might not be able to get that apology from my mother, my father, my uncle, or whoever did whatever they did to me. But I have to find a way to heal so that my kids don't have to go to therapy for what I'm dealing with now, or what I'm putting them through, what I've been putting them through. And I didn't even realize I was putting you through it. You know, and so do the work. Do it. We all got work to do. That's a problem.
Work to do.
And I don't care who it is. You go straight up lie if you're telling me that you ain't got no work to do, because we all got some work to do. Okay. And so I encourage you to do the work, get free so you can get out here and free others. Yes, I put a Mandate on it.
Yeah. That's good.
Hurry up. You're wasting time. Somebody waiting on you. Somebody waiting on that business, that ministry, that book. You know, that book you wrote, Charmaine, on divorce. There's a woman who needed that book because she thought she went through it herself and she's the only one that was battling. Everyone needs to know the story. Everyone needs to know how Amber overcame what she went through. You know, a lot of girls are still in shame from having babies in their teenage years. There's no reason why they should be walking in that. Not when there's Amber Rochelle out here showing you, hello, I've overcome that. And she's doing that by her work, by talking about it. So
Get to work.
That's all I had to say about that. Thank you.
Listen.
I love it.
Listen, if you don't have nothing else to hold on to, I hope you held on to those words by Amber and ShaLonda. Let it take you through the weekend.
Yeah.
It probably convicted some of you. It probably like you like, ouch, ooh, but that's what unapologetic sisters do. They step on your feet. They make you step up. They make you pull it together. So look, thank you for joining me on Purposely Petty. I'm here every Thursday at 8:30 Eastern time. Look, I'm really excited about my June because I'm talking to all men the whole month. We're gonna be talking about mamas. We're gonna be talking about all the things. Husbands, divorce, single fathers, widows. We're talking to everybody in June.
That's good.
Okay, so make sure y'all be on the lookout for everything with Purposely Petty. Amber and ShaLonda, thank you so much for everything. Don't hang up.
Thank you, sis.
But thank y'all for watching. Everybody have an amazing night and a good weekend. Stay safe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.